I hope that I'm live right now. If you are able to properly, as well as there is problem with the audio or the video, please let me know, guys. Everyone, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are having any problem with the audio or the video, guys, the voice cracking, guys, let me know. Voice audio is some people are saying, all people are saying it's all clear. Uh, do I have to check it as well? Audio. Hello, hello. Right now, I think so. The voice should be fine. There shouldn't be any problem with my voice right now. Please check it right now, guys. I think so. There shouldn't be any problems now. The voice should be absolutely fine. Okay. Now it's perfect. That's great. Amazing, guys. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. So now the volume as well as the voice is absolutely clear. We'll wait for 2 more minutes. We'll wait for everyone to join us and then we'll start with our today's class. In our today's so sorry for that. In our today's class we are going to cover JavaScript, the basics of JavaScript. We are going to start with that. Okay, it will be hands-on itself. I think so it will take today and tomorrow to complete JavaScript, and then from day after tomorrow we are going to start with our Node.js application. Okay, the registrations for the next bootcamp has already begun. So the registrations for the next bootcamp has already begun. The topic of the bootcamp is going to be Netflix clone using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It is going to start from the 28th of February. So if you guys want to participate in that, do register yourself for the same. Also, please complete the final registration upon registering yourself, because without the final registration, you will not be able to get the certificates. Okay, so all the certificates you have to do final registration. It's compulsory. Okay, so we have made it compulsory for everyone to do final registration to get the certificates. Okay, so those who want to participate in the next bootcamp, that is Netflix clone using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, get yourself registered with as well as complete the final registration. Okay. Okay. So let's start with our today's class itself, guys. I think so. Those people who are coming in late, they will be late anyhow. Okay, so this is the Google homepage. Okay, and we are going to utilize, so where we are going to write our JavaScript code. So what you have to do is you have to right click anywhere on the screen itself on the browser and select the inspect. Okay, there is the inspect option right over here. So right click and then inspect. Okay, right click and then inspect. Once you have went to right click inspect, you will be able to see that something like this has opened up on your screen. It may be possible that it has opened on the right hand side or the top or the left hand side as well. To shift it to the bottom, as you are able to see, this entire thing in this entire panel that has opened up is at the bottom of my screen itself. So to do that, what you have to do is you have to just click on this particular 3 buttons on the right hand side. There's a cross on the right, and there are 3 dots as well. Just click on these 3 dots and select the option that shows dock to bottom. Okay, select the option that shows dock to bottom. Okay, so in this particular way it will come to the bottom of your screen itself. I've opened up the live chat as well, guys. So if there is anything that you want to write, you can write it in the live chat. I will be able to see it. Okay, so now where we are going to start writing our code. So there are many number of options available right over here. You're having elements, console, sources, network, performance, memory, application security, and some more as well. So I want you to select console. Okay, I want you to select console from these options. Okay, and this is the place where we are going to write our JavaScript code. Okay, are you guys able to listen to me properly? Please do let me know, guys. As well as, are you able to understand what I'm trying to say? Do let me know that in the live chat, guys. Great. So whenever you are going to start any programming language, any new programming language, you always start by writing hello world in that particular language. So for example, in the Indian culture itself, we consider it very auspicious to eat curd and sugar before doing anything new. Similarly, in computer programming as well, whenever you are starting off with a new computer program, you should try hello world before doing that. So that's considered as auspicious. So in JavaScript, if you want to do hello world, there are 2 ways to do that. Okay, the first way to do that is you want to print out the output in the console itself. So the place where you are writing your code right now is called as the console. So console dot. So many of you must have been from the okay, so you just have to write console.log and then in parenthesis hello world in inverted commas, quotation marks, and then you have to end the code with a semicolon. Okay, so this is how you write a particular hello world program. What you are trying to say, what you are trying to tell JavaScript is that JavaScript say hello world. So console.log, okay, that is print hello world inside of this console. Okay, whenever you are taking in any record, okay, you are logging in a particular record as well. So that is called as logging in or printing in a particular record. So right now you want to print hello world on your console. So console.log, that is print inside the console what you want to print inside of parenthesis. So hello world, okay, put it in double quotations, and when you press enter, so you want to end this particular line of code. So you want to tell JavaScript that okay, this line of code has ended right over here, so you will end it with a semicolon at the end. You can press enter and it will print hello world on your screen. As you are able to see, you are getting hello world on your screen. Okay, the second that you want to do is you can also use alert. Okay, alert and then hello world. So in this particular way, you are saying to JavaScript that okay, create an alert. Okay, this pop-up that you are able to see on your screen, this pop-up is called as it is written hello world inside of it. Okay, it's written hello world inside of it. Okay, so you are saying to JavaScript that okay, create an alert, create a pop-up saying hello world. So it will print hello world to your screen. You can press enter to just close it up. Okay, as simple as that, guys. Now you can also take in input from the user as well. Okay, you can also take in input from the user. To do that, you are having another function called as prompt. Okay, prompt what is your name. Okay, so I have used prompt what is your name. This helps you take in input from the user as well. So let's press enter. You are able to see that www.google.com says what is your name. So we can just write Shaurya Sinha and then enter. So you are able to see that whatever input that I gave to that particular alert, it's taking that input in and printing it out in the console itself. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? This is just 3 of the basic functions in JavaScript that you need to know while starting out with the same? Are you able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. This isn't it's something that is very complicated. I'm trying to simplify it as much as I can. Okay. Great, guys. Now, once you have learned about the console.log, alert, and prompt, what we want to know about is the data types in JavaScript. Okay, so there are three major data types that you're going to deal with: integers, okay, that is like 1, 2, 3. Then you are having your strings that you have seen up till now. For example, hello world. Anything that you put inside of quotation marks, whether it be single or double, is considered as a particular string. Okay, then you are having your boolean values, okay, false and true. These are the two boolean values that exist. Okay, these are the three data types, these are the three types of data that exist in JavaScript that you will be using at any point of time. For example, if I want to have an alert, if I am doing 1 plus 2, okay, I'm having an alert 1 plus 2, that will give me an alert of 3 on my screen. Okay, let us do console log that you are able to see the thing as well. So console.log and then 1 plus 2. So you are able to see that 3 is being printed on your screen. Okay, but what if this was a string? If I'm doing the same arithmetics, okay, if I'm doing the same arithmetics but it was a string instead, so what will happen? So it will be console dot log and then as a string 1 plus as a string 2. Okay, so what do you think will be the output, guys? Please let me know in the live chat. What do you think will be the output, guys? Please let me know in the live chat. So why this undefined is being returned to us, we will be learning about that when we'll be starting off with functions. Okay, right now we are just dealing with the basics of JavaScript. Hence I'm not telling you that, but please remember this undefined. Every time we are getting this undefined, we will be talking about it while we'll be doing functions tomorrow. Okay, so yes, that's correct, guys. We'll be getting 12 instead of 3. We will be getting 12 as an output, because when you are doing this one something, some string, and then plus and then another string, that is called as concatenation in JavaScript, anywhere else as well, in any programming language, that is called as concatenation. So it will take the first string and append, it will take the second string and it will append it at the end of the first string itself. So that is how your what do you say, strings concatenation work, whereas 1 plus 2 was just normal addition itself. Okay, great. Are you able to understand up till here, guys? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand up till here? Please do let me know, guys. Also, the today's attendance link is on Instagram itself. Okay, you will be able to find it in the bio once again. Okay, so you can fill out the attendance form after the end of this particular class. Okay, please fill it out. That would be it. Okay, so we have got the basics of data types as well done. Okay, so what else do we need to know in JavaScript? So in JavaScript, you are having variables as well. So we have seen prompt. Okay, we had prompt right over here. Let me just see if I can bring that back. So if you remember, we had this particular prompt. Okay, prompt, what is your name? It helps us to feed in an input to the browser itself. But there is a problem. Okay, give me a second, guys. Give me a second. So sorry for the same. There was a call from my team itself. Just wanted to check them up on them. Okay, so prompt, as you are able to see, we had a prompt. We gave in an input to us as well. where do I get the final registration form? Saksham, you will get the final registration form on the WhatsApp groups, as well as one of the members from our team itself will be calling you as well as informing you about the final registration, and will be providing you the final registration individually as well. So he or she will be from our team and they will be contacting you soon for the final registration. Up till then, if it comes to the WhatsApp group, try to fill it up from there itself. I'm so sorry. Okay, but the issue with this particular prompt is that I gave in the input, but now I'm not able to use it anywhere. Okay, I cannot, like, there's no way of getting that Shaurya Sinha. I cannot print that Shaurya Sinha back. Whatever input that the user is giving, I'm not able to create an alert. I'm not able to print it out. So in these conditions, you are having variables that are created. So what are variables? Variables are, can think about it as a boxes. Okay, so let's try to understand variables right now. Give me a second, guys. Okay, so variables is a very important topic, guys, and in every programming language, whether it be C, C++, Java, Python, JavaScript, Go, Shell, anything, you will always find the existence and the need of variables. But first of all, we need to first understand what variables are. So that is the aim that we are having right now. Let us take an example. For example, you are an awesome programmer and you have recently shifted to Bangalore. So you are a programmer. So let's make you a programmer having heavy specs. Okay, neat and clean hair like this, nose. Okay, so this is a programmer itself. A programmer never smiles because of a lot of bugs in his code itself. But you are an awesome programmer, let's say, and you have recently shifted to Bangalore, and you have taken up a house for rent right now. The rent of the house is $1,000. Let's say it's $1,000 a month. Okay, you also have joined a gym as well. The thing for the same is, like, let's say $500. You have also purchased like your dream car. Okay, you have purchased your dream car. Let's say it's the Benz itself. Okay, and the EMI for the same is also $1,000. Let's say your income is $100,000 a month. Okay, like, I don't know why you are having so much income, but like, yeah, you are having a lot of income as well, and you have to pay 30%. You are in the 30% tax bracket, so you have to pay 30% tax as well. Now you created an entire code. You created an entire code itself. Okay, so you are having code right over here. It is a 10,000 lines of code. Okay, that does all your finances for you. Every single finance that you have to do, for example, filling up your tax, calculating your salary, calculating the amount spent, calculating how much budget that you can allot on food and everything, on the basis of your EMI, on your housing rent, on your gym membership, and so on and so forth. So you have created this entire code. Now your house lady comes into place. Now just let me make sure that this is very clear. Do you guys do not tell where the attendance link is for today. Do not tell where the attendance link for today is. Just let me know, have I said to you where the attendance link for today is? Just let me know that, like, and you just need to make sure that I have told it from my side and you know it. Okay, so I have told it from my side, am I right? Yes, so I have already told that where's the attendance link. Okay, great. So those who are asking for the attendance link, please be on time. Okay. Okay, so you are having 10,000 lines of code. Now you are evil, the most evil person on the entire planet. Your landlady comes into the picture, and she gets a look at your salary, and she says that, oh my god, you're earning so much amount of money every month, so I'm increasing the rent to $2,000. Okay, I can extort money from you, so I'm increasing the rent to $2,000. Now your rent has become $2,000 itself, but your entire code now is not valid because all the calculations were in place. Okay, all the calculations that we had made were in place for $1,000. Now all this entire 10,000 lines of code are obsolete. Okay, it's of no use to you. Okay, what you have to do is every single line of code you will have to find the $10,000. Okay, these are the places where $10,000 exist, and then you will have to check whether that $10,000 was, sorry, $1,000 was for your home rent. Okay, or was it for your car EMI itself? You don't know whether this $1,000 is for EMI or was it for your rent itself. So you will have to go through the entire code, understand each and every portion, and this is how you will have to do it. Now, as you were a smart programmer, okay, you were a very smart programmer who came to the DevTown boot camps, you came to know about variables. So instead of writing 2000, 1500, you assigned variables to it. So you call this rent as rent, you call this as gym, you call this as EMI, and instead of writing 1000 or 2000 right over here, you use the words like, for example, right over here you used rent, you used gym, you used EMI, you used rent once again, and so on and so forth. So salary as well, you assigned it to a SALARY salary, tax as well as TAX tax, and these are the words that you used everywhere inside your code itself. Okay, inside the code itself, guys. So now if the landlady increases your rent itself or your salary gets increased, the only, you don't have to change the code, you don't have to change nothing inside the code. The only thing that you have to change is you just have to increase this amount, 3000. So rent is equals to 3000. You just have to update this in the code on the top, and that's it. The rest of the code you don't even have to touch it. The rest of the code you don't even have to touch it. So the concept of variables is very simple. Okay, think of variables as boxes. Okay, think of variables as boxes. So when I'm writing, so in JavaScript, if you want to create a variable called as rent, what you will have to do is you will have to write var, that is variable rent is equals to 2000, and then your semicolon. So now var basically says that, okay, this name is a name of a variable. Okay, and rent now represents the value 2000. So wherever I am writing rent, it's representing the value 2000 that is stored within it. Think of like variables as boxes with the name as rent and the value 2000 contained inside of it. Okay, so this is how variables work in JavaScript. Okay, so the attendance link is in the Insta bio itself. I'm not going to repeat myself again. Please be on time, listen to me properly. Okay, if you're not able to listen to me, then watch the entire thing back again. Okay, okay, and do fill it after the bootcamp is over. Okay, do not fill it before that. Okay, so let's create no issues in that. If it's showing day one, no issues, it is of the day two itself. Okay, even if it's showing day one, it's of day two. I will just make sure that it's corrected. Give me a second. I've changed it to day. It's the same form, guys. Okay, it was a printing mistake. I'm making a new form, guys. Okay, just give me a second. I've changed the link once again on the profile itself, guys. Now the link would be the correct link for the day 2 attendance form. Okay, so just fill the form once again. Now it's the correct form itself. Okay, now it's the correct form. Okay, so let's continue from here. So we want to save this particular prompt, the name itself, in a particular variable. So what we'll be doing is we'll be writing var name is equals to prompt. What is your name? Okay, when we press enter, we are getting an alert. Okay, a prompt. We have to put up our name, Shaurya Sinha, and press OK. So now the name, whatever input that the user gave, has been saved in the variable name. Now I can use it. So I will create an alert right over here, alert alert, and then hi name, how are you? Okay, so I've created an alert. I'm having so I can use concatenation. So name itself is a string, so I can use concatenation to create complex alerts as well using variables. So hello, then I'm concatenating name, that is a variable that contains Shaurya Sinha inside of it. How are you? So I'm able to create complex alerts, as you're able to see. Hello Shaurya Sinha, how are you? Now let us move on to the next thing, guys. So for example, if I want to create two alerts at the same point of time, I want to write two lines of code at the same point of time. I do not, so every time when I'm writing something, let us see, just like alert, and then I'm having a basic alert right over here. If I want to write another line of code, as soon as I'm pressing enter to go to the next line of code, it's getting executed. It's not letting me write the second line of code itself. To do that, what you have to do is you have to press shift. Okay, you just don't have to press enter, you have to press shift, keep on pressing shift and then enter. Okay, so keep on pressing shift and then enter, so it will allow you to take it to the next line itself. There you can write the next line of code, that is alert, and whatever you want to write right over here. I'm having hi. Then if you want to go to the next line of code, again shift enter, then you can write a particular console dot log 2. Okay, and then whenever you want to execute all these lines of code together, you can just press enter and it will execute, for example, 12 and then hi, and then you are getting 2 on your screen. It executes the 3 lines of code together itself. Okay, that is what I'm trying to make you guys understand. But this is not a good habit. Okay, usually you will be writing like thousands of lines of code at the same point of time, and every time by mistake, instead of pressing shift enter, if you press enter, all your progress is lost, and you don't want to do that. It's a big headache. So for that, what you can do is, instead of using console, you can go to sources. So you are having elements, console, sources, network, performance. You can just go to sources. Inside sources, click on this double arrow. Okay, there is a two like greater than symbol on the left hand side. Click on that, select snippets. Okay, there are a lot many options, file systems, page, and other things as well. Just click on snippets. Okay, after selecting snippets, you can just create a new snippet, name it as next.js. Okay, I've created a new snippet called as next.js. I can remove this. Again, whatever code that you want to write. So for example, the 3 lines of code that you have written right over here, I am just copying and pasting it right over here, and you can write the next line of code, any number of lines of code, by just pressing enter, and this is like a file in your browser itself that is getting saved. You don't have to again and again press shift enter to go to the next line. Okay, this is just like a normal file of JavaScript. Okay, next.js, that is a JavaScript file. Once you have written your code inside of it, you want to run it. There are two options. You can click on this particular button at the bottom right corner, that is the control plus enter button, that will run the code for you. So 12 high, and then you are getting 3 on your console as well. The other option is to press control and enter. Okay, that will also run your next.js file. Okay, that is JavaScript file itself. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Are you able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Okay, do you have any questions for me right now? For today, this is more than sufficient. Tomorrow we will be looking at functions. Okay, 3 or 4 different kinds of functions that we'll be looking at, what are the uses and everything. Once that is done, we'll be moving on with Node.js. Are you able to understand up till now? Do you have any questions for me? Please let me know, guys. Do you have any questions for me, guys? Please let me know. Can you repeat how to make snippet folder? Sure, guys, sure. So you were on console. Okay, just go to sources. Once you went to sources, just look at on the left hand side, you will be able to see 2 greater than symbols. Click on that, change it to snippets. Okay, it may be page, it may be something else as well, overrides or something. Change it to snippets. Once you have went to snippets itself, you just click on this new snippet. Okay, change the name to whatever index.js. Please do not forget to write .js at the end, and that is how you can create a new JavaScript file right over here. Dev Ultra, are you able to understand this? Please let me know. Dev Ultra, are you able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. So what if you have to code for multiple alerts? You can just like copy paste the alert as many number of times, it will create multiple alerts to you. Yeah, just press Control and Enter. Okay, just press and so on and so forth. How did you open this console window from the browser? Okay, no issues in that. Whatever browser that you are currently on, just do a right click. Okay, then go to inspect. Okay, so right click, then inspect, and then from inspect you want to select console from right over here. So that is where you will be able to go to console as well. Okay. Okay, one more thing, guys. So for those who want to register for the upcoming bootcamp, the next bootcamp is going to be conducted from the 28th of February. There is going to be HTML, CSS, and JavaScript bootcamp, and you will be creating the like Netflix clone using the same. Okay. Yeah, you can also do that. Hi 12.2, you can do it. Absolutely no issues. You just have to write alert and then hi 12.2. That's as simple as that. It will be a single alert itself. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for being here. Okay, we'll meet tomorrow. We'll be starting off with functions and we'll continue it from there itself. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day ahead or good night ahead. Thank you. Thank you.